I Still Know What You Did Last Summer stars Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., Brandy, Mekhi Phifer, and is directed by Danny Cannon. Picking up a year after the events of I Know What You Did Last Summer, Julie James, played once again by Jennifer Love Hewitt, is in college trying to move forward from those devastating events. But unfortunately, she suffers from PTSD-induced nightmares. That's rough. Jennifer Love Hewitt is one of the saving graces for I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I had no problems picking up with her character. I instantly felt for her. Now that we're on the characters, guys, I really think that they could have toned down Brandy's Carla character just a little bit. Especially when she's talking shit on my boy Freddie Prinze Jr. Back off, Ray. You don't know him like I do. That got creepy. Speaking of Julie and Ray, those characters are a huge nod to the writing of the previous film. To still care about those characters as much as I do after so many years, that says a lot. Although the cinematography of Vernon Layton is gorgeous, I couldn't help but compare it to Charmed, the show that used to run on the CW. Check this out. Now that you guys saw that, tell me, can you see a difference? Jack Black.
I got some back guano. I got the cream jeans. Listen, anything you guys need, Titus got.
Guys, I'll be honest with you guys. I love Jack Black. I think he's hilarious. I own this! Bear with me here, I have a point. Danny Cannon and his crew set out to create a film that was much scarier than the original I Know What You Did Last Summer. Okay, that's all good. But are you really going to achieve that with a character that spouts nothing but weed jokes and really makes no impact to the story? I don't think so. The opening scene alone will show you that they were going for a very serious tone in this sequel. Then out of nowhere comes this cartoon character. It just didn't work for me. Do I have to say it? Why is this movie rated R? It's the nudity, right? It's gotta be the nudity. They teased it so much in the first one, and they're finally going to have it pay off in the sequel, right? No. Okay, I can deal. I can deal with no nudity. I have a whole bunch of movies that have nudity. I know what it was. It was the graphic kills, right? I mean, we got way more graphic kills. I mean, the kills were okay in the first one, but this one, it ups the game. It makes it happen, right? We get those really visceral sequences. Hate to break it to you, but no. Okay, I got it. How about this? It's a higher body count, right? Let the bodies hit the floor. It's gonna be a huge, better body count, right? Guys, I'm not gonna lie. You let me down a little bit. Guys, I'll level with you. It has to be the foul language yet again. If you haven't seen this movie, guys, came out in '98. You might want to get on that. Get ready for the F-bombs, because there's a lot of them. We get 4 or 5 out of Mekhi Phifer's Ty character alone. It's not Barry level, but guys, it is a factor. If they would have cut the F-bombs out of this film entirely, just like I said with the first one, this would be PG-13 at best. To be honest with you, I don't think I would have minded if these movies were PG-13. Put down the torches, let me explain why. Giving any movie, not just a horror movie, an R rating is going to limit your audience. And possibly your box office. That's the ugly truth. But if they would have went with a PG-13 rating, I think they would have had a bigger box office. If they would have done that, I think we might have gotten our true part 3 instead of this. As far as the killer goes this time around, meh. Don't get me wrong, guys, the Hookman is an impressive killer playing off the urban legend. Not you. I'll get to your sequels eventually. The rating of this film is R. It shouldn't have neutered this character in any way. But again, we get less than stellar kills, just like I said in the first film. Maybe one day we'll get that visceral character that I'm craving in a true part 3. Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt are still young enough to do another one in this franchise. They were even on board for a part 3 before they scrapped those plans. Yeah, they scrapped the plans with the 2 main stars wanting to come back. Don't ask me why they did it, because I don't know and I don't understand why. But since we're still on the subject of the killer, there is another thing that this film does really well. The third act twist. No spoilers, guys, but I'd like to see if some of you saw it coming. In the end, guys, I'm gonna have to give I Still Know What You Did Last Summer a If you enjoyed I Know What You Did Last Summer, I think you're really gonna dig the sequel. Although it doesn't necessarily raise the bar as far as kills go, the writing did a fantastic job by making me invested in the characters from the previous film. And they delivered a solid twist that may come as a shock to some of you. Alright guys, that has been my Cavern of Terror review of I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. What did you think? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you like this video and you want to see my next Cavern of Terror review or any of my future content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's the best way to check it out. So what's next for Cavern of Terror? Well, make sure you stay tuned for my Cavern of Terror review of Cabin Fever. That's going to be a fun time, guys. I hope you stick around to check that one out. Before I go, guys, I wanted to let you know that I finally decided on a From the Shelf title to review. It's time to talk about Death Race. It's time to talk about another Paul W.S. Anderson film. You guys do not want to miss that video. As always, check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LetterBoxd because you know I have them. But most importantly, guys, this has been Zack versus the Blu-ray Mountain. Stay metal, my friends. What have I done?